When we look at how we're going right now, what's sometimes called the business as usual path, unfortunately we see risks everywhere. We see the climate change really getting out of control. And for me, as I work in already very fragile parts of the world, the Sahel of Africa or parts of the Middle East, I find it very frightening because already the climate change is leading to more drought, it's leading to more violence, it's leading to more instability. I see that the global trend is towards a lot of conflict, a lack of trust, a privatization of public purpose, so that rich people are getting very, very rich, and they're not necessarily paying attention to the very large number of very poor people in the world. So unfortunately, I have to say that I see a lot of dangers right now.
You know, the planet couldn't care less about humanity's future. You know, the planet will always be there, and irrespective of how much we abuse it, it will simply go on rotating around the sun. It's humanity at stake, and humanity not only depends intimately on the Earth system, we now control it in a way that we've never been done before. We're in the Anthropocene, where we are the largest driver of change at the planetary scale.
Well, I come to know, if we don't, the world doesn't respect this planetary boundary, there is absolutely no future for me, no future for my children's generation, no future for you and your children. So that's why we need to take care of this planetary boundary and sustainable development.
The central objective of Sustainable Development Goal will be eradicating of extreme poverty within next generation.
The trouble is, nobody knows how to succeed. Nobody knows if it's even possible to follow a pathway which consistently meets both the planet and the people goals. And because science shows that you need to meet the planet goal to be successful for people, we thought that an initiative to gather the world's leading analysts, from the natural scientists to the social scientists, the holders of the big databases in the world, from population to food policy to economics, to gather together for the first time to collectively work towards providing the world community with evidence-based assessments of pathways towards a future that meets the Sustainable Development Goals, that can have economic development within a safe operating space of planetary boundaries.
Either we reach a consensus or work hard and closely together to build the world we want, or we will fail to find a common way forward, and then the future generations will suffer.
We are really entering a new world, and we are doing it now, not tomorrow. The new world will not be modeled anymore after the lessons we have learned over the last 200 years. We will have to venture into the new grounds. We will have to leave our comfort zones. We will have to reach out to the connections and relations which we probably are not used to reach out to. So to me it is a start of a new era.
So I believe that by showing more clearly how sustainable development can be achieved, we can help people to embrace the concept, to say as citizens, this is what we want, to encourage governments that are very distracted, very short-term, sometimes very cynical in their behavior, to take a safer, more prudent, more long-term, more just vision and work together on achieving it. So I believe that a project like The World in 2050 is not only an analytical project, but it can, if done well, also be an inspiration and a source of hope for people to say, you know, there really is a path forward that is a better one. Let's take that path.
Now the interesting with that vision is that it can actually be operationalized. So we know we want to eradicate poverty, eradicate hunger, secure economic development and access to education and health for all. But now we increasingly can knock on science door to ask, What's the goal for climate? Well, it's a carbon budget of 1,000 gigatons of carbon dioxide. What's the goal for biodiversity? Well, it's zero expansion of agriculture because we have to sustain the remaining ecosystems on Earth.
I think the integrative science should be science which is getting us out of the silos, those silos being disciplinary silos or political silos, to bring us to the more holistic view of the global transitions.
Everybody needs to change their mindset and behavior. To me, the question is not optimistic or pessimistic. It should happen. It should take place. It's not a choice. It's must.